2025 is almost coming to an end. The holidays are just around the corner. For me, in this neighborhood where I live, the holidays are officially here because my next door neighbors, they put up their holiday decorations as they do every year, and I always feel like their decorations are borderline aggressive, in my personal opinion. They have right now on their lawn like 8 inflatables, like snowmen and reindeers and other shit. They have projections, lights going onto their house. They have lasers, green lasers. And, I don't hate it. It doesn't bother me, but at the same time, it does bother me. Like for myself personally, in our home, we just put a wreath on the door, and that kind of just says, Happy Holidays, you know, cool. We haven't even done that yet, but it's not even Thanksgiving yet. So I don't know what the rush is for my neighbors, but they like the holidays to say the least. And I bring that up because every year as a music lover, I feel like there is that one weekend towards the end of November where you realize it is the holidays, things are slowing down because that particular week of new releases is pretty weak and there's really not that much to be excited about. And I feel like we just had that weekend. I didn't really care for much new music. There wasn't really that many releases for me to dive into. And since I'm in that place now, I will go into my notepad that I have here on my desk and I'll remind myself of records that I happened to see that I thought that looks interesting. Maybe I'll go back and check that out. And this record is one of those records. And I am very glad that I went back and listened to this because this is some good shit. This is the brand new record from Boko Yout. It's called Gusto. And during the listening experience of this record the first time, there were multiple moments for me where in my head internally, I went to myself, fuck yeah, I like this. So, as I proceeded to press play on this record, the opening track, Volleyball, is this kind of creepy, ominous, murky groove. It's kind of just oozing all over the place, crawling around. And then in the last 30 seconds, out of nowhere, you get this boom of fuzzy, aggressive guitars. And I'm thinking, oh, this is what we're doing? You have my attention. And as I proceeded to listen to the rest of the album, you have this really fun combination of indie rock, post art, dance punk with some indie alternative pop as well. And Boko Yout is just oozing with charisma on this record. This guy should be a star. And I feel like more people need to check this out and give this a spin because this is some really good stuff. Like, I always say I hate making direct comparisons because it's lazy to do so. But I have to say, for example, if you're a big fan of TV on the radio, I think you need to listen to this because this is somewhat in the same realm, the same vibe and potency of a band like that. I am really enjoying this. These fucking lights, man. Look, I'm gonna give you some insight into my home. I do all of my content in my office slash man cave, and this room is in the front of my house. So this window here faces the street. So every once in a while now, I'll just get this random flash of light. I mean, look, I'm not anti Christmas or anything like that. It's fine. I'm not like some Scrooge about it. I was actually talking earlier with my wife about Christmas when I was a kid. I've never been that big into Christmas, and I didn't really have that many toys as a child. I know that sounds strange, but I had Ninja Turtles. I was into Ninja Turtles, and I also had action figures from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Basically, I had a Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman doll, and I would just reenact scenes from that movie. I was kind of a weird kid. I'll admit that. But by the way, this guy, he is black and from Sweden. And there are also Afrocentric elements to this record as well that are really cool, that give it a really vibey extra layer to the record that I'm really digging as well. And I will admit, as a black man, I'm always a sucker for another black guy who wants to play guitars. Like, it's strange to say, but I feel like that is still underrepresented. Just black dudes with guitars. I'm a sucker for it. So, and I think that makes sense, for me, because I just love all music and I just like to see me in the music. I feel like we all feel that way to an extent, at least. But give this a listen. I like this a lot. 9 sticks of butter, peace, love, butter. These lights, man.